Story time for you. So, I have been teaching these spiritual concepts for the past almost 10 years. And I've been teaching specifically around the evolution in human consciousness, shifting dimensional fields, um, working with galactic beings, all kinds of stuff. When I was 13 years old, I heard these voices come in and were like, they told me that I would be working with humanity and helping humanity go through this shift in consciousness. Back then it was, this ascension. And, um, and so I've always been aware of my role and my job here. I just had no idea that when I met Jesus 3 years ago, how drastically different my life was going to be and how he was going to literally lift the veil of illusion off of me. It's like the more that I am with him, the I'm starting to see that everything I thought was real was an illusion. And this is just my belief, my truths that he's been showing me. We all get to have our own truths, but I want to share something with you because it might help take the weight off of you. This is what he showed me, and I've spoken about this before, but everything that we think is ours isn't. The emotional pain, the physical pain, the mental pains, all of the diagnoses that you have emotionally, mentally, physically, all the trauma that you've been healing, all the ancestral trauma that you've been healing was never actually yours. And dare I say, was never yours to actually heal. What I mean by that is 7,000 years ago, when the spiritual battle happened, when the Nephilim came onto the planet and started to manipulate your divine connection to God, that energetic cord, they began to infiltrate it. You moved out of alignment with God. As soon as you moved out of alignment with God, you were then able to be controlled and manipulated. Once you are in alignment with God, you begin to feel your divinity and you see everything. You see the illusion. So we were pulled out of alignment. Yes, always energetically connected to God, but the amount of God coming into our bodies was dismal, so small that we couldn't remain in that remembrance. Okay. Then there are all kinds of archonic thoughts that came into our brain, mind, and started to manipulate us, create temptations. What once God filled within us, we were whole, complete, filled by the light of God. We were now being told the external world fills us with. So now we're facing out, trying to fill that which only God can. So what you deal with every single day, this is like bizarre, but it's so true in my world. What we are navigating right now isn't emotional problems, mental problems, physical problems. It's energetic infiltration. You're not fighting yourself. You're not fighting your parents. You're not fighting your friends or healing from your friends. Yes, it seems like that. But from a completely different lens, you're actually fighting or healing from the distortion, the energetic distortion that came in. If your mother did some sort of trauma to you, she passed along and passed into you that infiltrated energy, that distortion, the demonic energies. It came into her from her mother, let's say, and her mother passed it on to her mother. And that's how it passes. So my hope and what I've been doing in my own life, and I hope to be able to teach this, is to begin to look at everything that you're trying to fix and heal through the eyes of God, how God sees it, which is that you're a perfect child of God. None of this is you. And it has all been these crazy energetic distortions coming into your mind, telling you that you're this or you're that. You got to fix this, heal that, all kinds of stuff. And when you start to align back with God, God's light comes in, the Holy Spirit comes in, the Holy Spirit cleans it out. You come back into alignment with God and God cleans it out. What once was distortion becomes the light of God. So what we were pulled out of, we're moving back into. That's the evolution in human consciousness, is us being able to bring that light back in and clear out all distortion, not because we're doing all the healing and fixing. You can, but you'll keep doing it. Eventually, when you align back up and bring it in and understand the battle out there, that everything that's in here is not yours, and it's not from what you think it's from. it's from these crazy distorted energies, then you begin to actually come back into wholeness. You come back into divinity. Your divinity lights up because God's raining down on you. The Holy Spirit changes you from the inside out. The Holy Spirit heals you. So let's say, so what can you do really quickly? Bring God in, bring Jesus in. Start to build a relationship with Jesus. Let Jesus show you the Holy Spirit. Let Jesus show you the spiritual battle. Jesus, show me what's really going on. We have to be able to be humble enough to say, you know what, maybe there's a different way to see this. Maybe what I thought was real the whole time might not be. Be a little humble. I mean, I've been eating a lot of humble pie lately with Jesus, blowing my mind what he is showing me. So bring God in, sit with Jesus every day, ask to be shown, take the veil off my eyes, show me how to see the world the way you do, Jesus. Show me how to see show me how to see beyond the illusion, Jesus. Heal my body, heal my mind. See what happens. We don't have to be the heroes of this. We can actually go to somebody that understands this spiritual battle in a way that we might not, and let him show us the way. Thanks for being here. Mwah.